What's up, guys? It's a new video. I know it's been a long time, but I got a lot of stuff coming for today. I'm officially on spring break now, so in the next week or so I'll probably be able to put out a lot more. I got a lot of stuff coming for probably today and start Thursday next week. So I'm going to start off with a morning weigh-in. So I haven't eaten or drank anything yet today, so we'll see how this goes. So 150.9 pounds. That's basically an all-time high for me. Actually, that puts about a 5-pound gain in 2 or 3 months, I think. So, not too bad. Alright guys, we are back for round 2. This part is all about the expression being a student of the game. So, since I started working out, I've always been looking for ways to make myself better, learn all I can. So here's some recommended reading. If you're into that kind of thing. Some people aren't, but some books that I've found that are pretty useful. I think this is probably the very first one that I ever got. It's called Sports Nutrition, or The Complete Guide to Sports Nutrition. The author is Monique Ryan, and it is from Velo Press. Now she has a background in like cycling, but in general it works pretty well for nutrition guidelines and such. See, there's another one here. It is called Insane Training by Matt Kroczaleski. He was a bodybuilder and powerlifter. It's just full of different kinds of workouts. We'll see if we can get a look into these in a little bit. And then I think this was my second one that I ever got. The Dorling Kindersley. I think that's how you say it. But anyways, it's a lot of diagrams and like exercise selection. Just kind of shows you the anatomy and all that fun sciencey stuff. And speaking of science, if we want to get a little bit more technical, Strength Training by the National Strength and Conditioning Association. They do a lot of certifications and such, published by Human Kinetics. Very reputable publishing company. They have a lot of material on this subject. I actually took an online college class in sports nutrition, and I believe the textbook that we used, it was called Practical Applications in Sports Nutrition, I believe. That was published by Human Kinetics as well. My favorite one so far has been Unbreakable Runner by T.J. Murphy and Brian McKenzie. I really enjoyed this book. I do run. That's my thing for sports and such, aside from swimming. But this book has been my absolute favorite so far, just because it's a complete deconstruction of everything that people have taught for so long about training for running races and such. And then just for fun, I have the book First by Rich Froning. If you guys don't know who he is, you probably should by now. He's won the CrossFit Games many, many times, and his team won last year because he did not compete as an individual. So those are books, and we'll go through them very shortly. Get a quick glimpse inside right now. So this one is the Complete Guide to Sports Nutrition It shows some tables, like timing, what kinds of things you should eat. A lot of it is focused on endurance type activity, because like I said, this is coming from a cycling standpoint in general, but there's usually pretty good guidelines for overall eating. Go to strength training. So here, just a random page, upright row, you have your anatomy section, the trapezius, the biceps brachii, anterior delts, and just kind of this whole upper back area. And you get into some of the smaller stabilizer muscles, and it'll tell you what the primary ones are versus the secondary. So we'll go back here to your core section. So get into some of like the oblique movements, planks, and up here you can see external obliques, internal obliques, quadriceps. Not really sure where the quadriceps comes from in this because I've done side planks for so long. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but that's beside the point. And then we get into dynamic lifting, commonly known as Olympic or explosive movements. So you have overhead squat as a fundamental, different jerks, split snatch. I don't particularly like doing split stance movements just because I feel like I don't balance very well with them. So anyways, that's that one. A lot of good information in there. Here, I'll just flip to a random page somewhere. Start in the back, kind of. So a lot of it's outlines of programs and such. And there's occasional pictures and whatnot. So we'll start with power building. It will show you weight progressions for your core lifts. So this is an interesting book. I haven't really taken much time on it yet, but this one I also like because it goes into detailed information about your exercises. And here we just happen to open up to the deadlift page. This is one of my absolute favorite things to do. And it kind of shows you form and cues and stuff. And then there's a little bit about nutrition in the beginning and some testing and different training types. So that's this is a really good one. If you don't have this, I would say that this is probably a staple. And here in Unbreakable Runner, so the whole concept of this book is that you can run less and still get faster. So here it's talking about